All right, everybody, welcome back to Black Medium. I am your host, Gold Will, and as always, my co-host, the communist.
I am not a communist. I am a capitalist. And my name is Electronic Jack, aka Linwood Storm, aka the Mac with the Facts of Black Grindhouse. Okay.
All right, and we got some returning guests once again. Go ahead, guy in the top left corner there. Introduce yourself.
Derron Flood. I'm the fitness guy, self-made, I guess, kind of. Yeah.
I mean, I guess kind of. You own a gym. I don't know what else self-made means.
An exclusive gem.
Very exclusive. And then we got our returning lady.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm not sure if it's a lot of noise in the background, but what's up, Dre, Melon, and Madre on all of the platforms and such?
What's up, everybody? And we're gonna be.
Hey, aren't we forgetting somebody? We're forgetting somebody. You gonna introduce your girl? You gonna be like that, huh?
We have another live audience here.
I'm like, damn, bruh.
My lovely girlfriend, Lady D, my live audience.
Yes.
So,
What's good?
So, ma'am, we don't want to see your forehead and fro like this entire time while you're talking.
Like a Goomba.
I
All
thought
right,
that this was a voice thing. I did not know that we were giving.
You're on camera right now. I mean, everybody's on camera right now. Like I got my shirt off, looking all juicy. You look like Tay Diggs. You know what I mean? So I'm good.
You look skinny and
I'm trying to take
malnourished.
out-
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna see you at your gym. I'm gonna see you at your gym. All right. What we gonna do at the gym? We're gonna do a
What?
pull-up contest. Pull up.
Sir,
I'm gonna beat you.
you don't want
I'm
to
gonna
do that.
beat you.
Oh my God. That was unnecessary roughness.
No, we
Really.
gotta do this. We gotta do this. Sometimes black men gotta scrap. All right. We're gonna do this.
I paid money to see that.
Bro.
I really want to see that. Trust me.
No, I'm being serious. Boxing match. All right. Come on.
Sir,
Here
it out.
lies
There we go.
George.
just
Just so I can.
cut
Oh,
it out.
y'all think I'm joking? You
Cut
think
it
I'm
out,
joking?
Yes,
young man.
I do.
How?
I think you're insane.
You're
Box. I even went overseas to learn more boxing techniques. Come on. Let's do this.
Okay,
Come on.
if it comes down to money, I'm going to have to put 20 on you and 30 on him.
Really? You're gonna be like that? You're gonna be
Yeah.
like that? You're gonna be like that to the fam?
we're not even in the same weight class. How much do you weigh?
Probably
He's
weighs
very
like
sad.
120 pounds.
I probably weigh less. I told you I'm a distance runner, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That is evil to me.
No.
I mean,
I gotta
gosh,
burn everything.
Yeah, how are you so featherweight? I'm 150 and I walk all the time.
That's because you're fat. That's why. Okay. Get on my level.
You shut
all right?
the hell up. I want to hear
George,
30
the-
miles and 90-degree weather. None of y'all can do that, okay? I'm gonna take my
I do
W.
13 miles a day.
13
George,
miles. I could do 30
George,
a day.
are you really 130 pounds?
I have no. Last time I weighed myself, I was like maybe 120 something. But it
You
was
don't weigh like a
lot.
high school
man.
girl, nigga. What the fuck?
I really sit on you and suffocate
Look,
you.
Built like a child talking about he want to fight somebody.
Like, what is that?
Bro, cannot even take the pressure.
Fucking
We gonna do this.
We
We gonna do
your
this.
ass away.
Virginia,
What are you
right?
doing?
Y'all still in Virginia, right? Okay.
Sir,
Where's my
you
to-do
built like
Next.
Where's my two? They said the same thing about Bruce Lee. Okay. Bruce Lee was around my weight.
You do not look like Bruce Lee.
I do look a
You
little
look like
bit like
Bruce Leroy, and you need to calm it down.
Oh my
Calm that
God.
shit down. Oh my
My
God.
guy is 120 trying to fight people.
I
Oh
never
my
said I was
word.
120. I said the last time I weighed myself. Okay.
What was
And
that?
if it came down to it, I could put on the muscle. I can even show y'all pictures that when I actually box and come on.
I don't want to see those pictures.
No.
You
I don't even
don't?
want to know.
I'm only naked in like half of them. Come on.
George, I would like to see those pictures.
Thank you.
He's being
Thank
charitable.
you.
Look at her. Look at her
Thank
being nice.
you.
Because nobody else want to see that.
Got
Oh.
me feeling all self-conscious. Where my shirt? Where my shirt at?
Oh shit. Okay. So wait, what's the topic for today? Today we're going to be talking about black money. Of course, we're going to be continuing from our last discussion, and we're also going to get into a little bit of the more touchier side of things. The desire to compete amongst black people. It's kind of weird. So, just a little bit of a preamble. How I got the idea to do this. I'm part of a group on Facebook called the Blackout Coalition, which is 1.8 million black people who get
that group can be cringeworthy at times. It's
at times,
especially when they talk about like God and stuff. I'm like, maybe I should try some of this praying stuff because it seems to be working for a few of them.
Some of them niggas. But I saw a post up there. It was for Black Lives Matter shirts. It said, hey, we're selling Black Lives Matter shirts for $25. I was like, oh, cool. You know, I bookmarked the page. I'm looking through the designs and whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. And then somebody in the comments just had to jumped in there and say, hey, we got Black Lives Matters for 15 Black Lives Matter shirts. It just dropped their link. And I was like, really? Like, is this how we do it?
What's the problem? What's the problem?
What's the problem?
What's the problem? We have two competing businesses. All right, you take race away from the element, and it's just it's normal. Okay, that's what happens.
But why though?
Maybe someone's willing to drop their prices down a little bit further.
Sir,
why?
Back up. Hold on, real quick. What was the name of the group?
The Blackout Coalition.
Do you understand why that is a problem now?
I don't know what coalition means.
Are you sure you don't know what coalition means?
No, I know what it means. I'm just saying that's how are we supposed to get away from that? You guys tell me because
make your own post.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Well, why would you jump on somebody else's post where they're selling shirts and say, hey, I'm selling them for less price. Look at these. What the fuck? Right. That's like setting up your shop inside someone else's shop.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it comes from like a place.
No, not inside. Not inside. B-side.
No, right? Inside. That was literally in the comment section.
Right.
Like, what the And then, you know, I also had an idea for this one too, is when I saw that other post where it was like, what you call it? Master P is who y'all think Jay-Z is. I'm like, no. And why the fuck? Why can't they both?
So what did they mean by that?
They said that Master P is the businessman that everybody says Jay-Z is, and they were like trying to.
They're two different businessmen.
Entirely different.
You can't even compare the two because they're in two different lanes. That I did not understand at all.
Yeah, it's like what.
But I will say this: it seems like we do encourage. I'm going to use the word encourage competition amongst ourselves unnecessarily.
Encourage.
Yeah, I'm going to say encourage.
Is light. Because we
are we really going to dive into this, or are we going to move it to the end of the show? Because I actually have a lot I want to talk about. Just on this particular subject.
Go ahead, go off. Yeah, go up. Look, I mean, like we do this a lot. You know, people are like, "Oh, what?" In fact, I was just looking at another post today. That was LeBron James, I believe. He was helping to pay legal fees for felons in Florida so they didn't get their right to vote. Somebody in the comments just fucking had to. Jumps in there and see, look, MJ ain't never did that. He'll never do shit. I'm like,
yeah, that was stupid.
My guy, like, how many times? Like, why do we have to do that shit? Why do we have to compete with each other? This shit just confuses me.
It's just more of the crabs in the bucket.
And why do we have that fucking survival of the fittest?
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
I mean, it is kind of true. I mean,
and who else thinks that stems from slavery?
I feel like it's more so like a lack syndrome, as if like it's not enough to go around, and like you said, that may stem from slavery to an extent. You know, just because like there was not a lot of resources to go around. Right. So when it came down to it, it was like about like splitting things or first come, first serve. And then that is kind of like embedded into everything. Because now if you're not the first one to open up a nail salon or the first one to start doing hair or the first one to open a gym, it's like if anybody else come after you and do it, then it's like, are you copying me or are you trying to steal my ideas or blah, 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 blah.
But if you look down the bread aisle, everyone's prospering. You can have the same thing. We can all make money. Why are you bashing someone else?
Right. Yeah.
But success, monetarily, is still very new to our community. We have people who are first-generation college graduates, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you are making decent money, right? So it's super important to understand that success for most all Black people, I would dare to say 95% of Black people, it isn't a thing. And if I could tangibly like put that into something, like what George's experience right now was like legitimate success. You know what I'm saying? Like him being able to stay into a home that his dad built or bought, and he could leverage that and say, okay, I can do something else because I don't have to worry about a roof over my head. That is a product of genuine success. You know what I'm saying? But most all Black people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have it, and I consider myself super successful. But do I want that for my children? Absolutely, they're gonna have that. But how many George's dads are out there?
Probably not a lot.
Not many. Definitely, from what I've seen.
But when you look at white people, like I went to USC, a huge university, right? It was not uncommon for parents to buy homes within the city. Those kids are going to the school and just saying, look, you and all your friends can stay in here, y'all rock out.
Man, that just sounds like a blast.
Right. And then just right.
Sounds like the fucking life.
Beyond a blast, that just seems like a privilege because I think about myself my freshman year of college. Like I was working 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Wendy's, going home, sleeping for 3 hours, and working 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Dunkin' Donuts, and then going to class. Like, I would have loved for my mom to be able to be in a position, or my dad to be able to be in a position to be like, oh, okay, like, you live, like, fuck my friends. Like, Drea, you live here, and you just worry about school, and that's it, you know?
Right. Man, and then, I mean, you could be a capitalist like George and say, hey, get all your friends to come in here and move it and make the friends pay the mortgage on the house.
That would be good. Think about that.
I'm actually in the process, or at least trying to, but
I was about to say I was George though, because like it was like 4 bedrooms in my like house that I got, so like I just started renting out space, so I didn't pay rent. You know, ultimately I was just paying what I.
So I'm currently living in a duplex. This side is 2 rooms upstairs, other side same thing. So yeah, I'll probably be renting out rooms.
Don't worry, I live in a closet, so.
Oh, an actual closet?
Yes, an actual closet. Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to ask because you guys talk about your Black experiences and living and struggles, and I'm like, maybe he actually is living in the closet.
Sir, do not parallel Black experiences with struggle.
Right.
Don't do that.
I agree, and that's why I hate it when you have these movies and television shows. First Black character is always from the hood or from a lower class neighborhood, and it irritates me because I know Black folks who they're successful and they're not struggling at all.
George, you gotta understand, George.
Don't you want to tell it from the most rise of the pendulum?
Right, but you got to think about it, George. You are likely around people who are in your socio-economic background.
I agree.
We've already said that you are a minority, even within Black culture.
You are a nigga's nigga.
So I'm an anomaly.
Right. So the vast majority of us, me included, I can't speak for the other 2 people, but like, nah. It's just not.
So you don't want to see a TV show or a movie about me?
No, I would love to, but what I'm saying is, if art is a reflection of the reality, most all Black people are not in the position that you're in.
But I don't want another hood film. I don't want another South.
I don't either. I mean, I'd rather, because a lot of Black people are actually, you know, lower or middle class. You know, we're not all impoverished. You know, like my story is probably as close to most Black people as, you know, out there. My story is just like I came from military housing all the way up to the suburbs. Yes,
Right.
project.
I don't think that's as
But even in lower middle and middle class, those people do not have 2 and 3 homes.
Yeah, no,
Right.
Like to have a whole nother house for somebody
That
else,
you can
that is
live.
right. That's
that man living. He living. I'm telling you. He over here like I'm struggling. If I ever hear you say the words "I'm struggling," I'm coming to fight you.
Wait, me or Derron?
You.
Okay, I'm just. Well, I struggle sometimes when they're out of my favorite vegan product at the store.
I was
You
going to
get
say,
to be
George
vegan,
has his own
too.
unique struggles. Okay, do not undermine the struggles of a George.
right.
Okay,
To
because
be
then you
vegan,
can't
you
look
can
at the
afford
struggles of
this shit.
yourself.
I'm saying, wait, I'm struggling right now because I don't have AC. I gotta use this boombox fan. I've never had to do that before. I've always had AC.
The
It's
thought of
hot.
George not having a central air conditioning is just so fucking bizarre. Especially to someone who has like lived in houses that have reached 91 degrees on the inside. Bitch is only 87 outside. How was it 91 inside the house? So I am so sorry that I just cannot vibe with you there because I have been hot as fuck. Whereas I would rather be outside in the street, damn near getting shot, than to be in my house.
You see, it's rare when I hear any gunshots, and usually it's during like 4th of July or something like that.
Luckily, I don't hear no gunshots either. But I'm also across the street from a military
No
base.
one should have to hear gunshots. No
How come
one.
nobody gets on Goldwill and everybody's picking on me?
I live in a roommate situation. What the fuck? Look, I would show you a virtual tour of my room, but I can't turn the camera around.
So what you're saying is you would trade places with me if you could.
Right.
Most all people would, sir.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll remember that. I'll remember that.
Okay, so back on topic. So yeah, we got a lot of competing in our blood. Like what do y'all think about that? Like, Derron told us what he thinks, but like, what do y'all think about that? Do you think
a lot of us are
where
fucked
does
up.
that come from? Like,
a lot of us are fucked up in the head, abused as a kid, so we got to go through some shit, and that just forces us to look at life as, okay, you're my friend because I can benefit from you, and you're my enemy because I may be envious of you, or I'm perceiving you as someone who doesn't want me to succeed. So
that's a little harsh. That's
right.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, it's probably not wrong for some people, but
his whole demeanor changed and everything. You got some.
I was like, whoa. Take it easy.
I'm
He's
just
over
saying,
here giving out his therapy lesson. Like,
I mean, it's true. Like, how many Black folks are abused by their parents and indoctrinated into these religions and have this warped sense of reality? So they look at life a certain way that is probably counterintuitive.
But how do you change that? Like, how do you get to a space of being able to acknowledge that enough to be able to, like,
okay, so here's the thing.
Like,
this might seem a little bit the older generation is going to die off eventually.
Right.
And the newer generation is going to have to set the standard. So
that is true. I can't wait for the standard I set.
But how can you set the standard if you are like subconsciously just spewing out all of the things that have been programmed into you?
Exactly.
Trust me. We live.
Traditionalism will continue to be what it is. There is going to be a status quo that everybody will maintain.
Will it really be that a status quo though? Like, are we really going to be in that space though, or is it just going to be a status quo of being triggered? Because I feel like more people are going to start to live in communities around people where though you are going to be forced to accept others people's differences and their need to be sovereign fucking beings to the point that you cannot enforce your will onto other people.
Well,
you get what I'm saying? Like this whole mask shit right now. I got a weird mask, man.
Yes.
I don't want it to die.
I got a weird mask.
Yes. I feel
I'm
like
speaking
living
to all mask wearers right now.
You don't wear a mask?
At first I have always been in quarantine. I don't socialize. When I go outside, I'm walking, I'm in nature. People don't come to my house. I'm not that home. Like, I'm a home girl, but I'm not that home girl. Like, you're not just gonna roll up on me. So quarantine wise, like, I wasn't really worried about that. And then as far as this whole COVID shit, y'all, like, really economically speaking, it's hard for me to think like, oh yeah, it's about germs. They don't want you to get sick. It's like, you gotta think deeper for a second. Like, you gotta see a little bit beyond the veil, because what they're not talking about is how much fucking money that the United States is racking in right now, with people staying home and being in their houses. Wear your mask. For me, actually, my doctor doesn't recommend it, my ear, nose, throat doctor, because the pollen, I live in North Carolina, so the pollen gets trapped in the fabric and it's actually swelling my fucking nostrils. So I can actually do better without, but the amount of money that's being
So how are they
spent.
making? How are they making money?
Let's talk about, yes, we're talking about economics. Let's talk about it. Okay, so you're home, right? Your kids are at home. Everybody is at home. Think about your home necessities, your home resources, your electricity. How much more electricity are you conducting now versus, look at your electricity, baby, and go look at them hertz and them watts and shit, them numbers. Look at that compared to last year around this time. And really look at the difference between you and what they give you. They're so transparent because they don't want you to ever say that they didn't tell you. Look at your community and how much electricity they're using as well compared to last year. Electricity companies and shit, Mr. Electricity, whoever do the electricity in your town, he is not picking up them phones, my nigga. He don't give a fuck about this COVID shit. He is on his private island. He is on a yacht. He on a yacht. Whoever was talking about yachts earlier, he on a yacht. Mr. Electricity, buku money right now. Mr. Water, buku money right now. Y'all in there bringing up motherfucking water like no other. Y'all scrubbing more than y'all ever washed y'all ass a day in y'all motherfucking life. Y'all ain't never washed y'all ass that much. These people got y'all shocked. Bye. Ain't nobody ever buy no fucking Sara Lee's bread. Ain't nobody was ever buying no Sara Lee's bread. Now Sara Lee's done sold out. Everybody done came up. Sara Lee's Kraft done came out with a whole new fucking shredded cheese. My nigga, and y'all didn't even catch on. I've been doing Instacart. I am good, perfect health. I'm protected. I'm a sovereign light being here and on this earth. 1,000 may fall to my right. Another 10,000 at my left, but I should only see with my eyes,
So
But
how real quick, I don't mean to cut you off. How do you explain the $600-$900 a week that most all Americans are getting on unemployment?
money does not exist, my nigga. Like, that is made. And the more that they're telling us that germs and shit is being transmitted, they're going to get rid of money. They don't want Harriet Tubman on their 20s. They don't want Harriet Tubman on their 20s. So these $20,
I can't.
We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get my Harriet Tubman tub. I'm gonna get my Harriet Tubman dub real quick. But they don't want black people on their fucking money, y'all. Money is about to be obsolete. It's going to be about digital shit. That's why everybody has swipity swipe cards. Honey, welcome to the year 3000. We are swiping your cards. You don't have to worry about getting chips in your arm. The chip is in your phone. The chip is in your card. You don't have to worry about getting your chip. If you want to operate in our world, you have to use your fucking chip. How are you going to pay for shit to be in our world, to go into our stores and to buy our food without your chip, without your phone, without your card? Because you can't use cash no more. That's where they're going to ping your ass. You can't use cash. You have to get into our systems. To get a bank account, you need an ID. To get an ID, you have to be in person. To be in person, you need a vaccine. Hi. And now I'm in your blood. And now I'm all up in your blood and shit, fucking around with you, testing y'all out to see what I can get y'all to do. The amount of fucking hormones that they're pumping into these kids is unspeakable. Like, they're trying to activate them sexually before they can even get to a place of activating them creatively.
Then they're pimping them out too.
And then they're pimping them out, right? Because that solar plexus energy, right? Because children, we have human designs, okay? The way that you manifest shit is not just by design. God is infinite, my nigga. The shit, the little bit that I know nothing compared to really what the fuck God is beyond your bop. Okay. Beyond the story about the stars and the motherfucking water cycles.
And you know what else I believe? I believe that the U.S. government is also partially responsible for creating COVID and just spread it around. All right,
Honey,
like it's not that far fetched.
You can get the sniffles right now, COVID. You can have pneumonia, COVID. You can have a little huff cough. Look at the symptoms of COVID. It's damn near everything. You can have a fucking yeast infection.
Well, that's why I said. So I got mono the other year, and it's pretty much the
kissing them white girls.
It's similar to what they're saying COVID is, and I'm like, wow, did I really have COVID back then?
I said it.
You probably had mono, dude.
Or here's the thing, but that's what I'm saying. COVID mono. If I have mono right now, they would just say it was COVID.
Okay, I had pneumonia back in March, and they said I think it might have been COVID. When they texted me, it was only 2 days in.
I had problems breathing, everything, all the symptoms of COVID, like very similar.
But also look up just Google the symptoms and see what else it could possibly be. And you'll see, damn, I could be dead. I'm fucking dead right now. Damn near when you look at your symptoms.
I was dying for 2 weeks when I had pneumonia. I was like, there's no way this is pneumonia. I was hospitalized before. This is not pneumonia. I'm getting my ass kicked right now.
Yeah. That definitely.
She said,
and of course, then you go to the hospital. You don't know what they're really putting into you. So they could be putting pneumonia, whatever they consider COVID. It might have been
COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that other people are not getting sick, but what I'm saying for myself is that I know that I'm protected, and I know that these masks is something that I can't wear on my face because, baby, the amount of fucking pollen that's getting stuck in this fucking poly and ester against my melanated ass skin, the amount of oil and dirt that I'm pulling in from outside through this poly and ester against my skin,
that and the energy that you're presenting when you're wearing these masks is pretty much attracting, like psychologically, you're attracting the desire of being sick.
Okay, how the hell did we end up here?
That's an interesting thought.
I'm not gonna say right. I wasn't even gonna go there.
Okay, how the hell? Okay,
no. Here's the thing: there are people who get sick. There are people who get sick. There are people who get sick because they think they're getting sick, and there are people who stop being sick because they want to be better.
Right. That is an actual thing that has happened. Like, people will manifest being sick. And I'm not saying that people are not getting sick because I know how disgusting people can be. I have worked in fast food.
Are you guys suggesting that some people are getting sick psychosomatically somehow?
I'm suggesting that we don't know all the cards that are being laid on the table.
Okay,
right. So I can only do my job, which is to be myself, go in here, get what I need. I normally I don't talk. I'm not breathing on y'all niggas. I'm not like talking to y'all. I don't want to be here. So I'm going to be the last one spreading germs.
Yeah, like I said, I go out. Here's the thing. I only wear a mask when I go inside the stores, and outside, that's a whole bunch of people outside haven't caught a thing. All right.
That's literally what you're supposed to do. Okay, now can we get on?
Not when we're already getting profiled, and now I gotta wear a mask. So now you're creepy ass. You just racist, and now you see my black ass in a mask.
And here's another thing.
Here's
the thing. You can. What if they want more black people to wear masks so that police officers can get away with killing us?
Bro, I'm good.
I just want to die right now.
Oops, I thought you were somebody else, and boom.
They already do that without the mask.
Okay, but here's the thing. That can be, it'll be a way for them plausible deniability. See, murder, it's harder to throw in plausible deniability with straight up murder when you can see the face.
Mental space for intentional
boom.
Death of black people. It's just something that I can't even conjure the space for. I can talk about a lot of things, but when it just comes to senseless dying of black people, it's just really hard for me. Because then at that point, I feel like I'm spiritually attacking the people who are doing these things. And I know how powerful I am. And I don't want to be out here giving, people COVID. Because now, bitch, now you got COVID. Because I'm a citizen. Okay? Like, I don't
Like,
like.
okay.
I like
black
my.
folks
I like
don't
keeping my
understand.
hands
Black
clean.
folks don't understand the power that we really have as the original men and women. So we gotta watch out.
Okay,
Yeah.
can we put this train back on the tracks?
Are you scared of the truth?
Yes.
But that is economics, y'all. That is economics. That is all your government
Yep.
Yeah,
is
I
talking
am
about
very
right now.
scared of
That
this
is
truth.
all that they
So
care
I'm gonna
about.
run very far away from it. And God, where the hell? Okay. So we were talking about our feelings about the black competition. Okay, so
How about you
George,
start? Because I
George,
said my piece. How do you feel about it?
how do I feel about it?
How do you feel like that affects us?
Oh yeah,
Long
yeah, yeah.
term, short term?
Well, I wanted to get George's, but oh my God.
Oh, wait. What unspecific?
George is scatterbrained right now.
I
We're
am not.
asking you.
See, and they call Kanye scatterbrain. Why
Oh
do they call
shit,
Kanye
here we
scatterbrain?
nigga just
Why do they
fucked up.
label Kanye bipolar? Really?
He's bipolar.
Man got issues.
Or they put that label on
He
him
does need to see a
to
counselor.
keep his words from being, taken seriously.
No, he's bipolar.
Right, because
Anyways,
you only know these things because of the internet. Like, I do not have a webcam to Kanye's life to be like, oh, he's bipolar, because I don't know. Like, that man could really be somewhere living his best life right now, reading a book.
Yep.
Really taking care of himself mentally, and we're like saying like, oh, he's like, don't listen to him. But like, honestly, just stop for a second and maybe, I'm not saying ignore, but I'm just saying give him space to make a point.
I mean, he has
if he has
maximum
time.
exposure. He's Kanye West.
Isn't his wife on the show? The Kardashians or something like that?
Is that show still on?
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it's still on, but they don't really give him space to speak. Like,
They signed a contract. They know what's up.
Okay. All right.
So, what's the question? What's
The question is, what do you feel about black people's need to compete with each other in a market space? I'll give my thoughts last.
I feel to a degree that it's healthy. However, there's a difference between healthy competition and trying to tear one another down.
Okay.
For an example, here, the best example that I can put out, we remember we used to be game programmers. We're still game programmers, right?
I'm still
All right. So remember that story I told you about when my brother and I were developing the skateboarding games or whatnot?
Yes.
And I put out a very flawed demo, and he later put out the complete package of his skateboarding game, much better than mine.
Your game. It was ass. Yeah.
So I put mine out first, and people looked at mine as the first on that site because I put it out. So I generated more traffic than he did, and people looked at him like, oh, he's copying off of him. Well, that's just business. And when it comes to black folks competing against one another, like, I consider you healthy competition right now. I may be on black medium, but I got black grindhouse right now. However, at the same time, it's like, I want you to succeed so I can jump on your back at the last minute when you climbing up that ladder.
At least he's honest.
And I know you would do the same, and that's what I consider healthy competition. But I'm not on your podcast trying to tear you down and trying to say, man, get this nigga out of here.
But my
I would never do that.
My question to you is, do you feel like is a healthy competition is fine, but do you feel like you need to jump inside the process? Well, like I said, from that post where the person was selling for 25.
Oh, that was grimy.
Okay.
Here's the thing though. It was a double-edged sword because now let's say, and here's why I consider it a double-edged sword. Okay. Let's say that they both are selling the same product and he jumps in the comments and be like, yo, look, my product's $15 and it's pretty much the same. Well, now that person has more customers. Yeah, exactly. It's grimy. It's definitely grimy.
Yeah.
But it's business.
I don't believe this.
It ain't like he said, hey, support a pro-blackerer t-shirt. Right? The same t-shirt for $15.
I'm gonna support George because it's not like he was like, F him, they not even real Black Lives Matter shirt. Come over here, I got him for 15. Like, he just put it out there like, You know,
I mean,
it's
but
$15.
like he's over here out here stealing people's thunder. Like you could have just
How
made
is he
your own-
stealing it? Yo, look.
because
if
he could have made his own post.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
here's the
yo,
thing.
why
Here's the thing.
use
If
somebody
your
else's
T-shirt is so great that you can sell it for $30, then someone else gonna be able to swoop in and say, "Man, $15 over here."
You don't
People would
think that's
ignore that
bad?
person.
You don't think that's problematic?
I just said it's grimy.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say that shit is. How
Bro,
do you get
Jordan
ahead?
gonna
If
get
you,
his money by
Look,
any
look,
means
look,
necessary.
how you get ahead if
Go-
people
go
undercut you
Will.
at every place?
Go, Will. You know how grimy I am when it comes to business. All right, and
I'm
at the
very
same
aware.
time, and at the same time, it's like I said, I'm not competing with someone I know is better than me. And as
But
a
you would
businessman,
undercut them?
undercut is such a harsh word.
But that's literally what it is. That's what it is.
Undercut would be
He's
like
over here about to grab a thesaurus to find a nicer version of the word.
I got a book bin over there where I keep the books I'm currently reading. Damn, my arm does look
Like I said, that shit is bad. For me, it's just like I think about that and I'm like, we can't get ahead if people are always just trying to like.
Okay,
undercut.
but here's the thing: we gotta stop thinking about black people and start thinking about black people here, black people there, black people there. Form groups, and then the groups compete with one another. It's like, let's say you have Will Smith, Denzel Washington, and Samuel L. Jackson. They form a company. Then you have I'm thinking about give me another black actor name. Tay Diggs. I need two more. You know what? You know where I'm going with this. Like, all of us are not going to get. All of us are not going to.
And what else?
Oprah's an actor.
Steely.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is dead.
Bernie Mac is dead. Why you? R.I.P. Bernie Mac.
That's right.
But you know what I mean. So we have. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. White folks. Now.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit on what I wanted to say because white folks really don't do it to the degree that we do it. Because you have the group, you have the Seth Rogen and the James Franco, and they have their own group.
Yeah, they can exist in the same space as each other.
Yeah, you have different groups that can exist in the same spaces. So I will say that.
And that's the thing.
Undercut is a correct word when it comes to this particular situation. However, I think it's commendable that someone is willing to take the aggressive initiative and just be straightforward with his
their
business.
grimy shit.
He commends the griminess. The griminess gave him.
Yeah, like what? I mean, okay, so that's the thing. That's what you actually hit the nail on the head there. White people don't do that shit to each other, But and when it comes to our community, like I said, the post about Jay-Z and Master P.
But you also have to understand that black folks
we don't have a lot of people in those positions.
No, we're just cutthroat. Like white people are sensitive. I don't think they have.
But why are we cutthroat? Why do we have to be?
Because that's how we were. That's how we were raised.
Like
that's
why
how
do
black
they
folks
automatically lend white people sensitivity?
Right, like
the problem
are more cutthroat in everything that I've ever seen.
Okay,
like,
but the problem with our cutthroatness is that we do it in public. We gotta do that shit behind the scenes, and we gotta.
They do it in public too.
I don't know. I need an example. Someone give me an example.
Just a little bit. I mean, like shit. I don't consider. I would never undercut you guys. If you guys have, I always boost people up. I share your shit. I buy your clothes.
Same here. But
Bro, I can share you some white people grinding stories. Like,
I said I would jump on your back. I said I would jump on your back if you were climbing higher than me on the ladder. But at the same time, it's like it gets lonely on that yacht. I want to call you up and be like, "Yo, go Will. You want to hang out?" Like,
let me drive my yacht to your yacht.
Are you paying for gas, nigga?
Yes, I am. That's the thing.
Okay,
we're on this. We're in the same group. When I say we're in the same group, I say we're in a group. So if I'm going up, if I'm moving up in the world, so are you. Now you may not be moving up side by side, but I'm a hold the rope a little
classism.
bit. Slightly. Like I said, I would.
What I'm saying is, if I make 10 million. I'm gonna break you off $1 million. I think that's fair.
That's fine.
$1 million? That's it? If you make $10 million,
See,
Off what?
that's the problem with black people. They're not satisfied with just a million.
How did you sign up for the sugar baby role where you automatically are entitled to this $1 million? Like where's this effort coming from?
Look, I've known him. I tolerated him for 13 years. I deserve
Goodness gracious,
this.
that's more than toleration. That's like
Yes,
a dead body buried somewhere. I'm just breaking off $1 million.
Look, like I said, when I say Gold Will is my bro, Gold Will is my bro. Like I got when I commission art and all that stuff, have those posters, man. All of my friends are on there, and that's because well, first of all, I'm not going to forget my roots, all right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, look, I'm gonna remember what you did for me. That's why I say I'm gonna break him off that $1 million. Now I still have to have that $9 million at the end of the day, but
I need $2 million, but
I can't do that.
yeah, like
Because
my
if you
paid in
need
surgery?
if you need $2 million, you can make $2 million.
Okay, wow.
Like I
Yeah, exactly. I made you.
I mean,
saying.
that's the problem.
Yeah,
That's the problem. Why are black folks, and that's a good question. Why are black folks like, look, Michael Jordan wouldn't be where he was if it wasn't for us? How come he's not giving back? Look, Kobe wouldn't be, look, dude.
Yeah,
I do have
the
a problem
large
with that.
actually with that one, the large majority of the people who say that don't fucking read. Because MJ, LeBron, Beyonce, all the people they say don't give back, literally do.
Okay, but when
time.
they give back, then you got black folks saying, you only gave back $1 million.
Yeah, I don't know
off
what
on
the fuck that's
taxes.
like. Again, like it's like, what do you want? That's still their money. They're not entitled.
I
not
feel like
entitled
when
to their
I
money.
say those things, it's coming from a space of like what I would have done, because like
Yeah.
just believe if I'm pulling in $1 billion,
Right.
I mean,
Baltimore
look,
is a
net
new
worth and
bitch. Like,
Well,
net
here's
worth
the
and your
thing.
bank account aren't the same.
I believe, look, if I can pull in $1 billion, so can everybody else. So when I
Bro.
break you off a little bit of change, be grateful.
All I know
How
is
many
money-
billionaires are
money
there in the
talks.
world?
Money talks.
How many billionaires are there
How
in the
many
world?
black millionaires? That's the real question.
There's only
There's
like
quite
6.
a few. There's way
Or in
more
America.
than 6 billion. That I was about to say.
Yeah,
way more
in
than
America.
that. In America, there's way more than 6
Oh no, 6 black
billionaires.
ones. There's 6 black billionaires.
There's way more. You have to think about the infrastructure on which your cement.
that's
is
another thing.
Someone's money.
White people do not want you to know that there are more than just 6 billionaires. All right, because that will encourage a whole
No,
lot.
I
of
said
us.
6
'Cause
black
that would-
billionaires, not that. There's plenty.
Right.
Of
Yeah,
billionaires
that's what
in
I'm
this
saying. That's what I'm saying. Black billionaires.
we know
There are
of,
probably
because
more than
most
6
of these
black
people
billionaires.
get their money and they go and be silent somewhere because they don't even want to be
We all
seen.
move, like some people are louder than others, and that's fine. And if I'm popping and I'm famous and I donate $1 million, you guys don't have to know that I donated $1 million.
Right, y'all don't gotta know that I own Baltimore, but once Baltimore starts looking different, just know that that's me. But just don't tell nobody.
When you
though,
see
'cause
the
I don't want my
statue,
family
when you see the
acting
Melanin
shit.
Madre statue.
Nah, because they ain't gonna know it's me. I don't want nobody to know it's me. But when I'm just like buying out blocks and shit, and they're like, oh shit, is this a juice spot in the middle? Like
Are you
Baltimore
gonna
is
make
in
your
the middle
city?
of a food famine. Like
Are
they
you
don't have markets.
Are you gonna make your new Black Wall Street with all the weed?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I could in
I'm down.
Baltimore. It's literally a ghost town. Like you have to travel 13 miles to get to a market
I walk that every
You know?
day. Yeah.
in a city with a bunch of other motherfuckers that's also trying to get food. Like people are not eating.
Yeah.
Gold
That's
Will,
sad.
I think Gold Will, I think you believe that you can save them all. I think that's your mindset.
I
No,
mean,
I ain't trying to save nobody because I ain't trying to be nobody's Jesus Christ. Again, that's why I don't want nobody to know
That's
my
what
name.
I'm saying. Like there will always be poor people. I want to make sure my people's is straight, and
Well,
then I can break off a little for charity.
that is not true. That there will always be relatively poor people, but we can decide what poor is. Not
Right, because
poverty.
people are just on their own journey. Like some
But you know
people
what?
need
Poverty
to be
could be in the
that.
mind, though.
Okay, Wiz Khalifa.
Right. But for real though, poverty is in the mind, and some people need to be impoverished in the mind so that they can understand
Learn
what
a
it
lesson.
actually
Yes.
means. Like,
That same thing happened to Gandhi. Gandhi was rich.
Yeah,
And
probably.
he said, "Man, fuck the
Can't
money."
afford you. You got to get out.
do you really believe
Gandhi
in your
said,
soul's
that kid
journey?
out.
Gandhi said, "Fuck the money," and
Like,
he
do you
learned,
believe that your
know,
your soul has a journey, or do you believe that your soul is just as new as your body? Do you feel like your soul is on a journey, or do you feel like whatever your birthday is, that's your soul's birthday?
I believe in destiny, but here's why I believe in destiny. I believe in destiny because we are in a multiverse. So whatever happens to me, it'll happen different to me in another
What
universe.
is going on with this cast? Y'all just went to outer space like multiple times. I was just
So
like,
you're
Because
not.
I'm just
You're
saying,
not,
like, all of this, it all intertwines with like your money.
exactly.
It all intertwines with this. Like,
okay, I guess, you know, I feel like this cast is pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about now how can we try to promote something against the behavior. You need a light, George. You are looking.
I do. It's getting dark outside.
You are looking scary. Like you look like a.
That's racist. You're a racist.
You look like a jigaboo.
Is this racist medium? That's what the show's called.
it's just the contrast of the white wall.
Let me
eyes and everything is just like, yo, that shit is creepy. That's not helping.
Okay, now you got a bit. I look like I'm in a Jordan Peele film with the blue. I'm turning on my TV right now. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
You don't have a lamp?
I have a mini lamp right here, but I have to plug it into the wall socket. I'll do it right now because
Is
you
your
guys keep
power
complaining.
on?
Like, look, I know you want to see my melanin and all that, but come on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
My sexy body.
That's it.
I ain't asking. Okay, wow, we derailed mad hard. All right.
Well, you're not doing a good job as a host and a mediator.
I love
Are you
this.
fucking kidding?
He got me. He looked at me with a death stare. I was
Right. That's why I tried to just say something encouraging so he didn't kill you. Like, no.
What the fuck? Because you and Drea went on a fucking fantastical adventure talking about all this other shit.
Into the mind.
I was like, man, what are y'all doing? All right, cool. So
I'm sure we are way past that hour 15.
Let's talk about. What are you doing? What was that?
I'm not. Look,
Are you flexing for the roaches?
Why do you allow us to derail the conversation? It's like you want it.
No. Okay, so let's talk about fixing this habit. Let's talk about how we can move because as who said it? Who said that we're gonna be setting the tone for the future? Was that George?
Yeah.
You don't even remember what you were saying, man.
I didn't say that. I think you did. You said something actually smart.
Oh wait, really? I did?
He's surprised.
Yeah, you were saying that like this generation or like current generation.
Oh yeah. So
we're the
old folks are gonna die off and the new folks are gonna take over. So you'll have more focus on mental health and financial wealth and yada yada yada. So I think we're moving in a good direction in that sense.
Yeah, let's talk about the direction we should be moving in as opposed to the one we're in now. Because we still got the Gen Xers and the boomers here kind of telling us that, you know, we should go to college or whatever the fuck, you know, do the blah, blah, blah.
College is a waste of money. Don't do it.
Agreed.
And this is coming from someone who was given money to go to college. I said, nah, I ain't going to do it. I'm going to go overseas and party.
Bro, is your opinion really that valid then? I thought that you were coming from a good perspective.
Damn.
Well,
I've
dated. Here's the thing. Okay. I've dated.
To go to school.
I've dated a couple of women in college, and I did their homework for them a couple of times, the papers. So does that count?
I mean,
no.
I mean, you're a freelancer, so you know, like you know what.
I mean, I always thought college. So you want me to pay $50,000, $70,000 to go to college when I could just start small businesses and invest in certain things? Like,
I mean,
that same money, it just don't make no sense to me.
Oh my God.
But
yeah, not everybody can do that.
I mean, maybe their ancestors should have been focused on generational wealth.
So I feel like he has something he about to say. He turned on the light.
That was the shittiest thing you ever said. Don't act like nobody heard that.
I was hoping nobody did because y'all started talking. I was like, oh.
You are a piece of shit.
Okay, so listen, George is wrong again. Um, there's a few reasons why college is a viable solution to
Talk to
like
him.
um
Maybe
To
if
him,
you want
old
to be a
school.
lawyer.
to financial, and this is coming from somebody who did have their college paid for them. I was a full scholarship athlete, and I went to one of the best universities in the country
Oh, my daddy
because I
was
was an
trying to give me the
exceptional
money.
athlete.
Wow.
Um, so there's a few takeaways from college. Like, I'm a business owner and I have a degree. Do I think that the degree field that I went in would have got the type of money that I have now? No, not even close. Not even a third of it, probably. But
Mm.
there's one reason why my business has grown the way that it did. Like, people underestimate like social capital. When you go to college, especially when you go away to college, you expand on your network. You develop different types of relationships with people that can get you connected with people that isn't in your normal proximity. You know what I mean? And that is huge.
Mm.
I know it was huge for me in my business. Um, because I could write meal plans for people. I can program workouts for people in every city in South Carolina because I went to the University of South Carolina, and now I
Mm.
have like tons of people in South Carolina that I know because I went to college there. Also, there's jobs that you can't get without being credentialed. All of the STEM positions the jobs that actually pay a lot of money, like if you wanted to be an architect, if you wanted to be a doctor, if you wanted to be a lawyer, you have to go to college for those things. You can't just start a small business and be a lawyer. It doesn't happen that way.
Yeah,
You
probably
know,
not.
you have to go through the institution to get those credentials. So what I think the better way to explain why education is important. Like, people need to be more strategic and have a plan and treat it like it's a business without
Mm.
necessarily having a business. And that's something that my parents didn't do because they didn't go to college. So for me to just go to college was big for them, but there was no plan. You know what I mean? And I think that we need to do a better job of saying, like, hey, if you do want to go to school, understand that if you want to be a teacher, you're going to have to take out $100,000 in loans, and you're only going to get paid $40,000. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody wants to be a teacher.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Exactly.
I am literally in
Yeah, I know.
school right now
That's
to be a
unfortunate.
teacher. I'm in school studying sociology and English to be a history teacher. And I do not mind at all, making $40,000 a year because I have a podcast and a YouTube. So, bitch, I'm rich, Like,
Right.
I feel
Right.
you.
And so, like, but here's the thing: people don't understand like the business behind it, because I train a lot of educators, and they struggle. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, I got to pick up another job. I got to do this, just to afford the PT. And
Right.
like, my hats are off for all educators. They're the most unappreciated field, and I mean the most necessary field in all of jobs, but
Yeah,
they just don't pay like they're supposed to pay. But I
at all.
think just having those discussions with young people and aspiring professionals, like, listen, this is what's going to happen. I want you to understand that economically, you will be putting yourself in a hole if you do this. Now, I understand this is your passion, but our passion makes people broke a lot.
Passion don't pay. Huh?
As someone who
right.
$60,000,
Initially, it always pays.
Hey,
Right.
go Will,
So,
give her the mic. Why is she all the way over there?
You gotta be a little closer.
Okay. As someone who's $60,000 in student loan debt, that's the only thing right now sitting on my credit, and that actually makes a big impact on it.
right.
I have 2 degrees. It's great, but I am a small business owner. Thinking of my friends who have degrees, $100,000 in debt, and they are still working at the YMCA, that's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Have to
Right.
stand better than that.
Right.
Right.
Right. And so again, I just think it's education. Like, don't don't tell people that college is bad, because I mean, if we understand business, we also understand social capital.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if I can put
I
myself
love
into a
that word.
university, right? If I can put myself into a university in another state that surrounds me around 50,000 people, then college is worth it.
I'm I'm not saying that college is bad. What I'm saying is we shouldn't emphasize it as heavily as the previous generations have, because
Agreed.
because
Or
they
just from
drilled
that
that.
perspective
Yeah, they
of how
drilled
they
that shit in our
emphasize it.
heads. Like not like you need to go to college, you need to get a degree. But the times have changed to the point where the college degree, while it'll get you into other fields, the non-college path is way more viable than it used to be.
Right,
Way more viable. Like,
right.
they like you can do things. Like I said, there's things that are happening right now that just sound ridiculous from the 90s. Like, the taxi cab company with no fucking taxi cabs, Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like, things right now,
And soon robots are going to replace the drivers. You're saying.
I don't want an automatic driving Tesla as my. I've seen iRobot. I'm scared of iRobot. But yeah, no, like I'm saying, for me, I would de-emphasize it. Like I said, I would encourage people to go to college if they want to get into fields where a college would help them get into a degree and all that. I also make college free. But
Mm.
I would encourage that. But I think the cultural attitudes we need to encourage these days are more along the lines of just not force feeding people the idea that they need to go to college, but figure out what you want to do. And then we should immediately after school, like after what the fuck is that grade called? 12th grade. After 12th grade, there should be immediate training, for
Oh Lord.
like available training. Like,
Right. And I like that
vocational.
concept that Derron was saying about social capital. I wish that was something that I would have known prior to going into college initially, because I started school like fresh out of high school. But like I didn't really know what I was going to school for, and I didn't necessarily like the school either.
Same.
And I didn't know anything about, and right now I'm just so amazed by that, and I think I'm gonna do more study on that, like social capital, like what does that really mean?
Right.
Because that is
It's
like,
definitely a thing. I mean, and you being and I don't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry.
you're fine.
But you being a YouTuber, a blogger, and all of that other stuff, just imagine you knowing what you know now, going into a university, let's just say the biggest university, let's just say Harvard, right? Let's just say you went to Harvard, and your only purpose was to connect with as many people as you could possibly. Now think about this, the type of students that go to Harvard. Think about their parents. Is it worth spending $60,000, $70,000 to be around those people? We're not even talking about the education,
Just to be able to walk through certain doors, right?
right? And share your YouTube and share your podcast with those people, because those are the people with all of the resources. In that instance, the institution of education is more valuable than the degree it is in. You understand where I'm coming from there?
I like that.
I never thought about it.
I don't know if it's worth
That's a different.
70K.
I like that. That's a whole different. No, but sometimes it is like that's
The
like
networking.
the biggest amount of investment.
Wait, so we
that you
can't
can put
network
into your
outside of
marketing.
college?
I mean, you can.
Here's the thing. See, you're a freelancer. You don't. You're a young child. Okay, young child. You're a young child. If
Right.
I could put myself around people who I know have tons of money, tons. I'm talking literally thousands and thousands. There's companies like Coca-Cola, Walmart that pays billions of dollars to be around those people. They situate themselves on campuses and stuff like that, and they make ads there. I'm paying for tuition, and I don't have to pay $1 million because I'm still around these same people. Like, I'm talking about take the education out of the whole situation. Right, the opportunity to be around somebody that you can say, hey, I have this product, and you know they have the money to pay for it.
That's interesting. I never thought about college as a networking resource. Of course,
Well,
I've always thought
Devon,
networking.
again, I need the book. I'm gonna be waiting on it. You know, if you need somebody, I'm a wonderful writer. I
Make sure you put it on Kindle.
You need to be.
You know,
You don't even write.
I would be quiet and type, but that is a
I know. Have
concept.
you been writing?
Right. And so, and I say that because I understand. Like I noticed that about my gym. Like I have a whole nother lane where I can make money, and I don't have to train those people. And it's people from South Carolina. They're
Right.
always hitting me up. They're always saying, "Hey, can you write me a workout program? Hey, can you write me a nutrition plan?" I don't have to be there with a gym to make money from South Carolina.
That is
Mm.
true.
And it's
You
because
got
I was
yourself an
down
anchor.
there and I made a name for myself and everybody knows me on that campus.
Okay.
Think about that. So again, if it's $70,000 to pay to pay for college, not only will I get a degree that I can make money from, there's also the opportunity to network there. It's absolutely worth it. And if you understand business,
Mm.
you know it's worth it.
Okay.
Mm.
I see that. I definitely I can understand that. You got yourself an anchor in South Carolina is making you money. Okay.
Right. Having your ships in different, you know, ports.
I think that's where I fell short, honestly. When I went to college, in high school, I was really social, but when I went to college, I just kind of like bulldozed through it. I
Right.
didn't care about, I got the opportunity to join a sorority. I didn't do it because I was
Right.
just
Mm.
into my school. I was working because no one was paying for my college. So, like, I
Right.
didn't have really the time to spend in those things. And, like,
Right.
honestly, I should have networked better while in college because really I rushed through just to pay bills the rest of my life.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I think this discussion is super important
Mhm.
because we're going to be responsible for another generation,
Oh yeah.
and it's going to be up to us to make those adjustments to say, look, if you do want to go to school, I have a friend right now, and I know I'm bouncing around, but
That's
like
cool.
things are just coming together. I have
Yeah.
a friend who ran track with me at USC. He owns a barber shop in South Carolina. He actually has three now.
Mm.
See, look, he franchised. How about you?
Right,
I'm
and he look
franchising. He
and
just
he started out
expanding.
cutting my hair in the dorm room. Now he cuts
Mm.
everybody hair in South Carolina.
He's not cutting
He,
your hair these days, is he?
listen, he didn't go to college to cut hair. He
Right.
Right.
didn't go
Right.
to college to cut hair. So again, like the opportunity to be around people because we know for a fact that these companies pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get around these people. And if it's tied into the tuition, then it is absolutely worth it because people are going to pay to be around these people. So why not take advantage of it while you're there because you already got to pay for books and everything else. Network, get to
Oh
know as
God.
many people as you possibly can. Make sure that they request you on Instagram or Facebook. So when you do decide to uh, drop your hair care product line, you will at least have excess 5,000 people that you moved away from that you met them in college. It is worth it. Y'all are
Mm.
tripping.
Look,
I never really looked at my college interactions as a market
yeah, he said
to invest energy into. So that's definitely something I'm going to start doing. Thank you for the business advice.
Start wearing a jacket with your, your podcast logo on it.
Right.
I mean, I might, wear some of my own apparel, but I also wear other people's stuff. But no, that's a pretty good way to look at it. I think
Mm.
that's a pretty good tone we could set for the next generation because Gen Z is actually pretty smart. They're the the generation that was born inside all this social media and all this nonsense. There was never a time when they were alive that smartphones weren't a thing. So,
Mm.
they learn a lot faster than we do. Like,
Well, that's why
like
I'm better than y'all.
That's a very tall.
I can see you getting sleepy, old man. I know. Do you need to take your pill?
I mean, it's just experience. I know I'm a little older than you guys, but
I hear
I
your
mean,
bones creaking.
A little.
A little.
yeah, I'm a little older than you guys, but
Nah,
I
he's
mean,
definitely giving me Black Panther vibes. What was the one
Don't call him
king that
Black
was
Panther.
inside the
Oh God.
no, he wasn't Black Panther, but he was the king that was inside the cave that they had to go see, and he's just on his throne. Don't he give you that vibe? Yeah,
Do
just sitting
not give
there.
the right. Don't
look, Trevor
caress his
doesn't want
ego.
that. Look, Trevor does
No.
not
Like a
want that to
bird,
be a thing. Listen, listen.
I
If
don't.
you ever went on any of my social media, you will understand that you are absolutely correct.
I have.
He's just gonna keep sucking himself
Wait,
off.
I mean, you're absolutely
Just
correct.
give it to he has on me. I cannot wait to be a patron of this
You had
gym. I'm
he
going to be
picked
there.
his
very
favorite
soon.
superhero and called him his favorite. He's
You're
nutty.
just feeding
He
him.
really
Don't.
gives me those vibes. Just that
Look
very
at you
like.
guys. Look at you guys. You guys are hating.
Someone cut off Melon and Madre's mic.
Listen, I got
Oh God.
Ichabod Crane over here hating.
I just give the roses while they're still here. I just give the roses.
Okay, yeah, he deserves his roses, I guess, because he's old and he's got a lot of wisdom or some shit like that. I guess.
He deserves his roses on his grave, and yeah.
Oh
Oh,
man, he's
Lord.
killing me off now.
So-
Jesus Christ.
Okay, but yeah, no, we should set that type of tone. I honestly, like, my advice for younger generations coming up would be not to actively compete with each other in the same field like that, but to help each other out. Like I said,
Yeah.
I just hit my friend Kwan up, yesterday, and checking up. No, actually, it was just today. I just hit him up. I was like, hey, you got some clothing, like, because I want to wear his clothing and whatnot. And I will hope somewhere down the line he will wear my own apparel or shout me out. Like, I feel like that is way more beneficial to everybody here, to actively.
Yeah, but what if their clothing is crappy?
Let them know. Look, you know
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, they actually we want your feedback if it's not good. I always ask people for
But
feedback.
black folks is sensitive too.
Okay.
That is such
Come on.
a
We can be
mistake
sensitive
of
too.
thinking.
Most of us aren't. Though.
But who fucking cares? Look, if Mike's clothing
Right.
sucks or if my game sucks, and people tell me my games suck if they suck. You know what I'm saying? If my
Right.
music sucks, if my whatever the fuck I make sucks, tell me so I can make it better. I don't give a fuck.
Let me know.
Like, but shit. Like if I have a criticism, you know me, I barbecued your fucking whatever song you sent me. I fucking roasted that shit.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, but come
Yeah,
on.
I
You're one out of many.
I know. Look, man, I
The
needed
others
to tell
thought it
you
was
you
hot
were
fire.
off beat. I was like, man, this rhyme is trash.
Look,
Did
so
you
is
just make a meme
RZA.
reference?
So is RZA. All right. Ain't nobody talking about RZA.
You not
I was
RZA.
spitting that hot flame.
RZA
them
got clout,
intricate
boy.
lyrics.
Lord.
Shit, like I said, like I would
I'm
accept
a
the
top
criticism.
MC.
Okay, that
Oh my
would.
gosh.
Oh hell no. But anyway, no. Like I said, we need to also people need to stop taking criticism to heart because there are people who are like sensitive as hell, that take their criticism to heart. Like I remember Derron told me about our podcast. He told me we were monotone, and I didn't say, "Hey, yo, fuck you, nigga." Like what?
Wait. What did he say? What did he say? What?
He said me and you were monotone on our podcast. And my response wasn't, fuck you, niggas. Like, yo, suck a dick. Like I said, all right, we'll work on that. Like that was
And you want to know what he did to work on that? He added me to the
I love it though. It's a great. This is a good cast right here. I love this
right.
energy. And once we get that second mic, sis, you up here. You with the big boys.
Okay, but
We
here's
need
the
some
thing.
more.
Here's the thing. He wants us on his podcast, but he ain't giving us no percentage. All right. I
And
might
that's
call the co-host,
fine.
but I don't get 50%. I know he's
50%?
making money somewhere.
I knew this one girl
Whoa,
in Texas
whoa,
where they
you are
filmed
being.
they did a podcast every week for a radio show. Like it was really cool. Like that's fine. We can find other ways.
Like y'all can get like maybe 5% each, and a shout out.
And a shout out.
Yeah, so
And a free shirt and
I
a
said-
hat.
I've heard of getting more than 5%. Get away.
you get 10%. There you go. See.
Oh, look at that.
See?
No.
First it's 10%, then it's half.
No. Y'all get 5 and a
Yeah,
shout
we're
out.
really not getting anything. We're really
Oh my
not getting anything there.
Hey, I got a question. When are you guys getting married? I want to be the
Stop
best
with
man.
these questions.
I want to be the guy who says the speech.
This guy is a habitual line stepper. Line stepping George. That's his name.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Line step-
Right. Like it
Line
just
stepper.
flows.
Just all of y'all, man. Like, leave me alone. And
Listen,
now you got
man.
her looking at me funny.
No, it's all good.
He's asking where the ring is at.
I hate
This
y'all.
will be my third time to say.
I hate y'all niggas. All right. Anyways. Okay. so-
Everybody's getting married. COVID and quarantine has like opened up a lot of people's hearts. A lot of people are getting married or
Yeah, 'cause
getting
they're
engaged,
desperate.
I should say. Not
Carpe's
necessarily. It's
fucking
just because
diem.
when you see that people are dying, it makes you really get your priorities straight. Like for you, unfortunately, you just have to completely get rid of your white woman. But for some
Right.
people, it's
Wait.
like
I'm not dating a white woman. I thought we already
She
discussed
said you had
this.
to. She said you had to get rid of your white woman. You had to get rid of the smell.
that was your grand awakening.
And I actually take full credit for that. He
What
was.
the fuck?
Oh yeah, he was
How do you
giving me a
take
hard
credit
time
for
about
that?
white chicks. He was giving me a really hard time.
I was
Look, he was-
I was actually done with her before that, but the whole talking shit about me, that just okay. See, I'm scared. I can't date white women anymore because I'm like, if you don't like me, you could just yell rape and boom, I'm hung by a tree. I can't have that no more.
Oh, we
You
are
knew
not on
that going
timeline,
in.
George. Come up off that
Right.
timeline. We are not on that timeline no more.
You knew that going in. Don't act like you didn't ignore it.
I mean, I am into autoerotic asphyxiation, but I still don't want to be hung. by
Oh no, we're not gonna do this.
What?
No, not with
What?
Madre here. This shit'll go
My
on all
man
night.
knows the vocabulary for it, the spelling. Like this is an actual concept that you have conceptualized.
He's
What?
done. He's probably. I'm not even
You
gonna
like
get into this.
so
'Cause
what does that all? I don't even want to know. You know what? I'm good.
You mean psychologically? Okay.
I don't want to know. Okay.
Psychologically, I'm all over the place.
Okay. So, all right. So yeah, that's the trend we should definitely be setting, because this new, getting this train back on the tracks for like the 10th time. The trend we need to be setting for the new generation is just to network a lot, help each other.
Mhm.
You know, like I'm saying, if you're competing with your friend in the same field, you make shirts, he makes, I don't know, shoes. Okay, he's not making the shoes. Chinese children are making the shoes and some shit. But look, bear with me here.
You know what I
you're
hate
selling-
about that whole Black Coalition group? I wanted to kind of direct a few people, but I was afraid of the whole, it's not black, like the whole business card post. I was like, why don't y'all go to Vistaprint? They gave you like 500 cards.
Why not
and
just
they got their
sell
own
it?
system.
Or Office Depot or Office Max.
Yeah, tell them. Go ahead, leave a comment.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
what
I
people would
can, but
appreciate.
then I'm gonna get the whole, like you guys do. Oh, why
Oh,
can't
you're
you go
trying
to
to go
Brother Man?
underneath people.
Why can't you go to Brother Man for the
If you're
cards?
trying to go underneath somebody's post that's offering their business card,
Oh, yeah,
if
no,
they
don't do
do
that
self printing, and you're coming over like, nah, just go to Vistaprint. You can get that's defeating the whole purpose of the
Oh
group.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. But yo, remember that one post? Gold Will saw it. Gold Will saw the post with the dude with the crappy card, and he had the use the pen to mark out the
I saw
phone
it,
number.
and you know what? I didn't comment. All right, I didn't comment. I didn't do any.
I
just
did because
scrolled
I've been
past.
there. All right, I didn't want him to feel discouraged. We've all been there.
I'm saying give your criticisms in a respectful
He wrote
manner
out his business
instead of going in there saying use Vistaprint.
He wrote out his business.
It was
but why not? Why can't I do both?
Save that for your cousin. That's some advice you give to your cousin, not in the
Sir.
Black Correlation group.
Right. He needs to be reminded the title of the group. It's
Right.
black. One, it's black. Two, it's coalition, meaning prioritize black people
We help each other.
to help each other. So anything
Right.
outside of prioritizing black people and helping each other is not a good idea, sir. Sir.
Like, look, you gotta hit him over the head a couple times. Okay?
I mean,
Okay.
y'all
He's a
gonna
slow
pay
learner.
$50 for a pack of cards and a
But that's
cheap
somebody's
design,
business.
or go to
But hold on, we talked about this last cast. We set our prices.
yes,
Pay me
yes.
my money.
Right.
I'm not gonna pay you it, but I'm gonna respect your prices. All right.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know your prices.
Black-owned business
These
doesn't mean
the
cheaper.
Right.
You heard it. Say it louder for those in the back.
Black-owned business does not mean cheaper.
There we go.
Yes.
For the
Okay,
cheap ones
but
in the back.
black-owned business should mean help a brother out too. You know,
You're not my
you know,
brother, and we ain't doing no
aren't we talking
homegirl
about helping
hookups.
each other out? Aren't we talking about, like, when Goldwell puts out his video game? I want at least a small discount, you know, because I
A
use the
discount?
I pirate my video games and pirate my comic books, and I'm buying his. I should get a small discount. You know?
Look, okay, you will get
Oh,
the 13
goodness.
years of friend discount.
It's like is that like 50% off?
You won't get you just won't get a discount. You
Like,
just won't have it.
I'll give you a discount if I feel you like that, but other than that, don't ask for one because I'm not going to.
Right.
Yeah, like you gotta be.
Okay,
happy
but
you
if I
get it.
know you, I should be able to come at you like that, just a little
Nah,
bit.
I'm gonna save
No,
all that
Nick.
energy for like a back to school discount for people who actually could benefit from it, not
I
from
ask-
George, because George want a discount.
Yo, if
Even
I
though
ask
George
for
got
$30 for this shirt,
George don't even pay rent anywhere. He's asking for
You
this.
don't even access a resource.
the ultimate discount.
Bruh.
Oh, and my
Oh, he's
he
damn.
deposited
He
some
got
money in
money.
my account. See, my pops is the type to deposit money in your account with a smiley face
So
and just
he's
say, "I
giving
love
you money?
Yeah.
What is this?
PayPal.
Love.
Are you looking for a roommate?
Are you a girl?
Are you looking
Right,
for a
I'm
roommate?
good. Even just
Are
based off that, you don't want to be
I'm
roommates with somebody who is like intentionally searching for a female roommate. That's not the roommate you want.
Look, I have yet to come across a woman who is willing to pay rent. No, I'm sorry, not a woman, a girlfriend who is willing to pay rent and also be nice to me at the same time.
I wonder why they're not nice. to you. I'm puzzled.
I'm a very
That's a lot
nice
of energy
person.
to absorb.
They're not
Rent
I'm a
nice.
very
free.
nice person.
Yeah, for whatever reason, assholes want nice girls. It's crazy.
I just can't understand why someone would ever be.
She gotta get choked out and pay rent. Goodness gracious.
Well, no,
Where's the benefit?
but that's the thing. I feel like if you're giving it to me every day, that sounds kind of. But if we're doing it every day, then I can break you off a discount for rent. All right.
Oh God.
Especially if you're my girl,
Oh
you know.
God.
But
I'm so happy I'm a lesbian.
yeah, I go every day. Like my libido.
Sometimes the body needs rest.
Oh, really?
Sometimes
Yeah,
the
if you-
soul needs rest from Georgia.
You didn't.
I'm just saying, like y'all lightweight. That's what it is.
Yes, I'm a total lightweight. I'm only 3 minutes in, and I'm just.
How many times did you do it with her today, bro?
we just got. He got off work today. That's
Yeah.
like and then we made dinner and then we came here. That's
Exactly what actual relationships and actual
So you-
loving couples do within a day.
I just came out of a
They
2-year
love each other, they
relationship. Come
talk,
on
and they
now.
enjoy
I know
each
what a
He's a
other's
relationship
freelancer.
is about.
He's a freelancer.
Do
you
you
have
know
to give him that
some
one. He
people
doesn't.
are married
does
and
not
go
clock
weeks
in.
without having sex? Like just because they are embracing each other in
Yeah.
other ways.
Yeah,
I'm like, we can cuddle afterwards.
how much porn do you watch?
I actually don't watch any porn.
Right.
I read it, though.
Because he's
I read it.
a psychomaniac. Like,
Yeah,
he
I like
wants
reading.
to
That is
store
the same as
them.
consuming.
Are we talking about like hentai? Are we talking about like
he
hentai?
consumes porn. Okay.
Right.
I
No,
gets
I
it
know.
in.
Here's the thing. I read,
Fuck
but
yes.
with the girl that I'm seeing right now, like I like that phone sex, you know, or Skype. I feel like that's normal.
That's a business.
I mean, y'all up in my business. I was just trying to
But
talk about.
how do you guys feel about that? Because that is an avenue
Damn,
about
okay,
the
we-
amount of black content that is showing up on websites. Like, I recently, don't judge me, I went over to the Pornhub just to
Too
see
late,
what the
too
streets was
late.
looking like. I have not been there in weeks. Like, I just had a baby a year and a half ago, so that's not even my tip. But I went over to the Pornhub just to see what was going on. And people are able to upload their own content onto Pornhub and receive money. Like, that is a whole
Yep.
avenue.
That's
Yeah,
another
Pornhub
black
For
business.
and,
people to be freelance
Yeah.
workers.
Pornhub and X videos as well.
the
You can do
amateur
the same
stuff.
thing with X videos.
The good stuff.
Yeah, those are amateurs.
Wait, so wait. Y'all watch porn together?
No.
No. We don't watch
Yes.
porn.
Same.
But we don't watch together. We don't need that. Sorry.
Why not? Y'all should try it.
I've done it.
I
before.
think for writing purposes, like
Like
just to be able to write.
But anyways, back. Let's pull the train and put it back on the tracks. I knew George and Madre would do that. I already knew. Y'all two, y'all just like sexually charged beasts. Like,
Bruh.
let's go ahead and close this. let's go ahead and close this one out because Derron's it's his bedtime. Look at him, he's fading.
No, I just
The
want to.
nurse is putting him to bed right now.
I want to play Ultimate Alliance.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait,
yes,
they made another Ultimate Alliance?
Yes.
No, this is the one from last year.
Okay,
It's
'cause
horrible.
I only know of 2.
It's probably bad.
I only know of 2.
Probably.
It's been dope so far, but I'm a Marvel stan, so.
Yeah, I know that's unfortunate, but you'll grow up eventually. All right, so let's finish up this podcast. This has been very insightful on many different fronts. I think we had a lot of
You're welcome.
good ideas,
Yes.
a lot of good insights, a lot of troubling revelations.
What was the word? Social.
Oh, are you looking at me?
Yo, George
Social
is so
capital.
inflammatory. He's just like the agitator.
This one
I
was
love this dude.
All right, let's go ahead and sign out of here. This has been Black Medium. If you like what you heard, please subscribe and hit the bell icon on the YouTube channel. All right, I'm Gold Will.
Oh, and I'm Electronic Jack, aka Linwood Storm. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/electronicjack. You can find me on Instagram at instagram.com/electronicjack, or it's the Electronic Jack. I am not entirely sure. I don't have my business card with me. I'm also on
Probably
YouTube
handwritten.
at youtube.com/electronicjacktv. I have Game Cargo, the YouTube site, set up, and I wasn't, grandfathered in, so I have to wait until my 100th subscriber and then, get my official name. And I have the GameCargo.com website.
And of course, let me sign out here too officially. Gold Will, you can find me on Twitter at Death and Grim. You can find me on YouTube at Death and Grim too. You can find me on Instagram at. Why would you even follow me on Instagram? Don't follow me. But anyways, follow the page for Black Medium on Facebook at Black Medium Podcast. And my lovely guest and live audience, Lady D. What?
I'll give her a kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss.
No.
I love bringing 2 people together.
What?
I'm like that old white dude from The Love Boat.
Oh, Lord.
Anyways, plug your stuff.
This is Lady Z signing out. Follow us at Nappy Hair Chronicles on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Natural hair products. All right, you two want to plug your stuff, or you don't be anonymous?
Derron fell asleep.
No, I'm here. Derron Flood. You can find me at FLOODDR. So it's like Flood Doctor. You can look at all my fitness stuff and my gym stuff there. And I got some comic book stuff up there.
You never plug Blurred Core. Come on.
Nope, don't need to.
Anyway.
I'm too good for this show.
Yeah, definitely go follow that Instagram because motivation. I need to get my body there, but Drea Jones, Melanin Madre on all the socials and the platforms.
Awesome. Great.
Oh, and my website, melanmadre.com.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. You have an official website now.
Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. It was great talking to you guys again. Hope y'all have a good evening, and I'm gonna be signing out here.
Evening? It's like 9:38 over here.
Late at night.
That's evening. Is that not evening for you?
I don't know.
I consider that evening.
I don't know, but it's like midnight. Isn't 9:38 like it's close enough to be midnight?
What does midnight mean to you?
See you guys.
Oh my
Signing out.
goodness.
Oh my God.